Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video, as you would have seen in the title and the thumbnail, a lorry load of machinery is arriving. Father Phil is on his way back and we'll show you when he gets this far. But I'm going off to do some more fencing and stuff, and I'm bringing the bike bringing Liv's bike or my mother's bike, I don't know whose bike. I'm bringing a purple bike with me on the load and shovel, so I can cycle back, not have to bring the shovel with me, because then I'd be going back up to keep doing what I'm doing. So anyways, we'll hopefully pick it up. And here we have a lorry load of machinery. So we'll start with, now for anyone who's going to say, "Jeez, you bought a lorry load of machine." No, we didn't. We bought one machine, two machines on demo. You can probably guess by looking at it what's bought and what's on demo. So Father Phil has upgraded the Ford 7610 and Schaefer sprayer for a Bateman. When we get off, we'll have a better look at it. 2003 Bateman from Egmont Agri, Timmy O'Brien. And also Timmy has sent down a Samaz 8-rotor tether for us to demo for the year. And there is another machine in the box, which I suppose, leave your guesses in the comments down below. What do you think is in the box? It is also from Timmy and Samaz. I had to bring back the shovel because to take off that pallet is a very tidy load. To be fair, now it's actually wouldn't fit much more on it, but to get off that pallet off the back, or machine off the back, it's going to take both lunge shovel and the teleport to get it off. But yeah, there you go, the big expenditure of this year.
It's gonna be the ride of your life. Fear comes on.
So next up for off is the machine in the box. It's going to be complicated lift, bit like the stone, or not stone, the grain dryer that time, one from either side, and then drive out and let it down. And then we have to figure out how we're going to move it then after that, because we want it over at the workshop so we can put this machine together. But yeah, this is going to be fun. I don't know, will I get both sides of that? We may just put down the camera to make sure that we get this right. He's going that side, so I go this side, and maybe that should be able. And here we have it, a machine in a box to be built. Do you know what? I'll save that for another video. In the comments down below, what do you think is in the box that we're going to build? We were given the option for it to be built for us, or we build it ourselves, and personally honest, Lee wanted the challenge, Father Phil wanted the challenge, and I thought it'd be good content. So there was 3 wins on that. For those of you wondering, the yard, yes, it's a Friday. Yards get scrapped on a Saturday, so it's a little bit mucky, but Yeah. One machine. One demo machine. Another demo machine from Samaz. 8-rotor tether. We'll stay here till morning and then we'll move it down to the other calf shed, the new calf shed. We'll have a machinery park at the back of that shed where we don't let the calves down all the way. So we'll move that in out of the rain. Just put here for now. But 8-rotor Samaz tether. Looking forward to trying this. The crone we have will take 3 8-foot swarts, but will not take 3 10-foots. This is going to take more than 3 10-foots.
Probably 8.9 metre.
Yeah, 8.99 metre.
Yeah. But there's a smaller rotor.
Yeah.
6-rotor is a slightly bigger rotor.
So I suppose we're not going to know till we get it in the field, but it's going to take 3, maybe 4. I'd say it should take 4. An extra rotor means it should take 4 over a 6-rotor, because a 6-rotor is the same, an 8-rotor is just 2 extra.
Yeah.
So I'd say that'll be about 40 foot of grass then.
Roughly.
In mowed swarts.
It's a decent looking tether.
Yeah, it is. And obviously, as you can probably tell by the drone footage and the amount of water down the bottoms,
It won't be needed for
it won't be needed for a while. Things are very, very wet. That's not going to go into that shed. No, no, no. That will. That ain't. I can see it from here. Not a chance. But yeah, I was down the bottoms moving the bulls that are down there, and it's wet. By jeez, it is wet down there. They're not doing any damage, and they're getting on quite nicely, filling out. We were lucky. The far side of the river, between the canal and river, we closed that off in September, so we have a good bank of grass there now for them to be able to keep them out, and things are going nice. It's just very wet. You wouldn't really notice them only along the wire would you really notice any bit of poaching or that, but apart from that, like cattle get on well on heavy ground. The main addition, so 2 demos and 1 purchase. So a Bateman 2003 machine. I think it means it's a 3000 litre, but I'll have to check down Father Phil. 4-wheel steer, 4-wheel drive. It is a 21-year-old machine, but our Ford 7610 with the Schaefer is 1987, so we're coming up 16 years in spraying technology here. So it's a 24-metre sprayer. Needs a wash. That'll probably be the first thing we'll do with it. So we'll let Father Phil talk about 2 big reasons that we have went for this Bateman sprayer is increased capacity of the tank. So it was always a thing with the Ford sprayer that anytime Father Phil went spraying, someone had to go at the Bowser, so every time spraying it would take up 2 people. This is 3000 litre.
3000 litre.
So now with the 3000 litre tank, it's going to be able to go to, your lights are still on, that Father Phil will be able to get more acres done in between having to come back for the yard, so we'll no longer have to follow him around with the Bowser. Hopefully. And probably the biggest thing with this sprayer is section control, which now takes our BIS or Chris or some of the single farm payment environmental schemes you have to do. You have to there's a list of things you have to do, and one of them is a section GPS controlled sprayer. This is a GPS controlled sprayer. Now we're going to get Trimble out just to check it over, because I think Timmy said it wasn't just working right, so we'll get Trimble or Vantage out to check it over, make sure it's working right. But that's going to save us money, because it's going to save us spray, as there'll be no more overlap. GPS, time, the whole lot.
Well, we were spraying with GPS, but it was very basic GPS.
Yeah, it was just the GPS was a line, AB line, whereas this is a full-on GPS section control system. So it's going to tick 3 boxes first. It's going to save time, no more running around with water and save a person. It's going to save money, because time is also money, and it's also going to reduce our use of sprays, because it's going to have its section control. When you drive into a headland, she's going to cut off each section as she hits it on the GPS. And then third, it's now going to tick the box, one of our boxes for our single farm payment environmental scheme things that we have to do. So it's 3 boxes ticked. And that's ultimately why we went for the Bateman, for a more modern sprayer, even though it's 21 years old, but still it's modern enough to tick them boxes first. The Ford, what we're going to do with it, We're not sure yet. If we can, we'll try and hold on to it. The problem with the Ford was it's just old. A lot of the bits were obsolete, and it was a small capacity. But it is unique. It's something we kind of want to hold on to for maybe the farm shop. It is something that maybe in the future we did actually look about trying to upgrade the booms and the spray and the whole, literally put a whole kind of modern unit onto the Ford sprayer, but it just, the time and the money of it just seemed a better move to go to a bigger sprayer, because we still would have had the small tank. It's something we may do in the future. It's something I'm toying with, the idea of maybe getting into liquid nitrogen application, which having another sprayer for doing that may come in handy. But yeah, so the Ford will get parked up and become a museum piece, or we might sell it. We don't know. We don't really know what we're doing, but for now it's going to find a shed and stay in, and this has to find a shed to stay in too. But we're a bit caught on height. We thought we'd get it into the shed there, but it's a bit on the high side. But yeah, that's really it. Father Phil's in rush. He's off to a funeral. But yeah, so that's it. That's the Bateman sprayer. Obvious. I'll show you inside the cab, because it'll not be too often I'm in the cab, because I don't do any of the spraying. So there's our GPS with section control. That must be all. That's your forward and reverse, hydrostatic, throttle, and that seems to be it. Raise, boom, lower, tilt, pump on, off, 4-wheel steer, 2-wheel steer. Yeah, it actually seems quite basic. Not sure what they are. That's a handbrake anyways. But yeah, that is, when there's a thing there and there's a manual, that must be a monitor. Yeah, Father Phil will have some fun getting to use his new toy. First job for it is round up and up to where the bulls off first, and get that round up so we can get dung out and so we can get ploughing and so on and so forth. Stories for another days. But anyways, look, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it from me. Leave your guesses in the comments below. What's in the box? Good luck.